Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read S3 3085 Big Macs by Ken Platt, illustrated by Robert Lapshire. The summary of the Big Macs is this. Big Mac, the world's greatest detective, helps the king find his missing elephant. Big Mac's world's greatest detective. The king of Puka Puka knew it. He called Big Max on the telephone. "Come quickly," he cried. "Someone has stolen Jumbo, my prize elephant." "Do not worry," said Big Max. "I will be right there. I will find him for you." "Will you come by plane or boat?" the king asked. "By umbrella," Big Max said. Big Max took a deep breath. He blew into his umbrella. The umbrella filled with air. Big Max flew through the sky. On the way, he met some birds. "We are flying south for the winter," said the birds. "Hey, what are you doing?" "I'm looking for a missing elephant," Big Max said. "You won't find him up here," said one of the birds. "But feel free to look around." "Thank you," said Big Max. They flew over a ship. "I smell something burning," said Big Mac. "Sorry, we can't help you. Birds can't smell," said the birds. Big Max flew down to the ship. He spoke to the captain. "Pardon me," Big Mac said. "I smell something burning." The captain laughed. "Ha ha," he said. "That's the smoke from the smokestacks." "Oh, this smoke is coming from your pocket," Big Mac said. "My pipe," cried the captain. He took it out of his pocket. "I forgot it was still lit." "You are a great detective." "I tried to be," said Big Max. Big Max flew on. It began to rain. "It's a good thing I traveled by umbrella," Big Max said. When he came to Puka Puka, Big Max flew down. The king was waiting for him. "That's a great way to travel," the king said. "It got me here," said Big Max. The king led Big Mac to the palace. I'll give you anything I have if you will find Jumbo," he said. "I'll find him," said Big Mac. The king showed Big Mac a room full of rubies. He showed him a room full of emeralds. He showed him a room full of gold. "Do you charge a lot?" asked the king. "Not that much," said Big Mac. "Who would want to steal Jumbo?" asked Big Max. "Everybody," said the king, "because Jumbo is the best elephant in the whole world." "How old is Jumbo?" Big Max asked. "He will be 4 years old tomorrow," said the king. "Ah," said Big Max. "Is that a clue?" asked the king. "We shall see," said Big Max. "Was Jumbo happy here?" asked Big Max. "He was very happy indeed," said the king. "Until a week ago." "What happened then?" asked Big Mac. "He became sad," said the king. "It's the first time he's been sad since I got him," the king said. "When did you get him?" asked Big Mac. "Almost a year ago," said the king. "Take me to where you last saw Jumbo," said Big Mac. The king led him outside. He opened the lock on the gate. "Here," he said, "in this courtyard." Big Max looked all around. He looked up at the high walls. "Elephants cannot climb walls," said Big Max. Big Max looked at the gate. "Was the gate locked?" he asked. "Yes," said the king, "and I have the only key." Big Max said. "Elephants cannot open locks." Big Max looked at the ground. "Jumbo was not stolen," he said. "How do you know?" asked the king. "There are no footprints except Jumbo's," said Big Max. "Then how did he get out?" asked the king. "We shall see," said Big Max. "I see a clue," said Big Max. "The ground is wet." "Did it rain?" "It always rains in Puka Puka," said the king. "Perhaps you are not such a great detective after all. We shall see," said Big Max. It was very hot indeed. Big Mac sat down to think. What a wonderful idea, he said, an ice chair for hot days. Jumbo likes to sit on ice too, said the king. That's why I always have so much ice here. I don't see much ice, said Big Max. Only little pieces. Big Max looked down. He was sitting on the ground. This ice melts very fast, Big Max said. What's on the other side of the world, he asked. A high hill, said the king. Huh? Said the Big Mac. Now I know how Jumbo did it. We must look outside the wall, Big Mac said. Hurry! They hurried outside the wall. They hurried down the hill. Ah, said Big Mac, I was right. Look, here are tracks. You're right, said the king. This could be Jumbo's tracks, said Big Mac. We must follow them. They followed the tracks. If we find out where Jumbo went, said Big Mac, we may find out why he went. I see, said the king. Ha, said Big Mac, I see another clue. I see tears. The king looked at the clue. I do not know why. Jumbo was so unhappy, he said. We shall see, said Big Mac. If we know why Jumbo went, said Big Mac, then we will know where he went. I see, said the king. You are a great detective. Look and think, said Big Mac. That's the secret. They followed the trail of the track. They followed the trail of the tears. They walked all night. They walked all the next day. The trail went uphill. They followed it. Suddenly, Big Mac stopped. Wait, Big Mac said. Something is wrong. We're following the wrong trail. Hurry. They went down the hill. They hurried, and they heard a loud sound. Arr! What was that? Asked the king. Well, said Big Mac, let us think. It was not an elephant. Elephants do not sound like that. They don't say arr. Big Mac said, just as I thought, these are not elephant tears. These are crocodile tears. They are bigger than elephant tears. Let us think, said Big Mac. This pass has long, sharp white teeth. It has a long red tongue. It has a crocodile tears instead of elephant tears. So it must be a crocodile. Big Mac turned around. I was right. It's a crocodile, said Big Mac. See for yourself. I take your word for it, said the king. It's a good thing I came by umbrella, Big Mac said. He cannot bite now. Big Mac pushed the crocodile into the water. Then he took out his umbrella. You nearly fooled me with that wrong clue, he said to the crocodile. I'm so sorry, the crocodile said. A big tear rolled out of his eye. Tear rolled out of his eye. Look, he's crying, said the king. That means he's sorry. A crocodile tears can fool you, said Big Mac. He's crying because he did not have us for dinner. Don't remind me, said the crocodile. He cried some more. Big Mac and the king went back to the right trail this time. They walked through the jungle. They heard a lot of noise. Noise got louder. The ground shook. The trees shook. Big Mac and the king of Puka Puka shook. We must turn back, said the king. It's an earthquake. No, said Big Mac. It's not an earthquake. It's a party. A party? Asked the king. An elephant party, said Big Mac. He pointed through the trees. Look, Big Mac said. There were a lot of elephants. They were dancing. They danced so hard the ground shook. There is Jumbo, said the king. I see him. He's dancing too. Big Mac smiled. Another case solved, he said. It's a birthday party for Jumbo, said Big Mac. That's why he went away, to spend his birthday with his family. The king ran to Jumbo. Happy birthday, Jumbo, he said. How did you find me? Asked Jumbo. Ask Big Mac, said the king. We followed your trail to find out where you went and to find out why you went, said Big Mac. I would still like to know how he went, said the king. It was the ice, said Big Mac. Jumbo took the cakes of ice. He put one on top of another. He made steps out of them. He fooled me at first because there were no steps to see, only some melting ice. Jumbo walked up the steps of ice. He walked to the top of the wall. Behind the wall was a high hill. He walked over the wall. He walked down the hill. Yes, said Jumbo, that's how. Now I know how you went. Now I know where you went. Now I know why you went, the king said. I did not know a birthday party was so important. It's for elephants, said Big Mac. Elephants like to be together, especially on birthday. I'm sorry, I did not know, said the king of Puka Puka. Next year, I will invite all your family to a birthday party at the palace. That way we can all be together. You're a very great detective, the king said to Big Max. You can have any of my treasures as a reward for finding Jumbo. If you don't mind, said Big Max. I would rather have a piece of Jumbo's birthday cake. I don't mind, said the king. Jumbo gave Big Max and the king pieces of cake. My, what good cake, the king said. Then he ate another piece. And then one more. Don't eat too much, said Jumbo. Or I won't be able to carry you back to Puka Puka. The king stopped eating cake. Happy birthday, Jumbo, he said. Happy birthday, Jumbo, said Jumbo's family. Happy birthday, Jumbo, said Big Mac. He took a deep breath. He blew into his umbrella. And goodbye, said Big Mac, the greatest detective in the whole wide world. The end.